Well, my friends, good morning from our shelter here on the John P. Saylor Trail. We're starting out the day with a nice hot meal. We're doing a Mountain House breakfast skillet. I slept pretty good last night here in the tent. A little chilly, my feet was a little bit cold, but the rest of me was nice and warm. I don't think tonight is supposed to be as bad, so we got that going for us. Look at this beautiful campsite behind me. It's been awesome here. Bill and Dave are just getting up. We're joined today by Bill from Maxim Outdoors and Day Hike Dave. Should be another fun day here on the John P. Saylor Trail. We're going to be crossing the swinging bridge once again, and tomorrow morning we'll be headed to Wolf Rocks, and that'll be a part of this episode too. This episode will go all the way to the end of this trail for us. Let's get some breakfast, get some hot tea going, and get on the trail so we can make our way back towards the truck. So these stoves, when it's cold, they don't actually work. So I had to switch from this one to that one because there's still fuel in this one. Well, I don't know, but my cousin said when it's cold you have to have a full one. That holds true because that wasn't boiling water any time today. But yet last night it worked just fine. 1 1/4 cups boiling water. You don't want to eat this thing. But we don't want sloppy, slimy eggs either. Wait 5 minutes, open package, stir and reseal.
As you guys know, I like to try out new stuff every time I go backpacking, and I found this online. It's not the greatest surprise, so don't get your hopes up too much.
Well, my hopes are high.
What do you think this is? Looks like toothpaste, right?
I was thinking something even worse.
So it's something called No Normal Coffee, and it's coffee that comes in a tube. It's a gel, and then you put a couple of drops into some hot water, mix it up, and supposedly it's pretty good. So,
Ooh.
No Normal Coffee.
No normal coffee, I like it.
Normal about that.
So we're gonna give it a shot. Hopefully you guys like coffee. If not, I'll drink yours.
I'm all for it.
Alright, water boiling here. Now, we'll throw in some paste. It says 1 teaspoon of this is 100 milliliters, whatever that means. So we're gonna be scientists today. Reminds me of something else. Alright, this might be super strong. Alright, so there's that. Stir it in. Dave, would you like to try a sip of this?
Sure.
I just realized I don't know how I'm going to drink this. It's like boiling water.
3 hours later, maybe.
Alright. Stir it all in. I'll show you guys what it looks like. Looks like coffee to me, right?
Looks black.
Yeah, I think I might have added a little bit much, but just means we'll be running on the trail, right?
That's okay.
Alright, let's see how good my pouring game is here. Oh, like a barista.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright. Coffee on the trail. Try here.
See if it's any good.
It's not horrible, but it is a little bit watery, right?
Yeah, I feel like it needs more.
Yeah, but I would drink this again. It is just like very, very hot too.
Oh yeah.
Lighter?
I can't tell. There's not something stabbing me in the back this time because I changed,
That's always a good thing.
changed the way it was packed.
Yeah.
Well, my friends, we are breaking camp here at this wonderful little meadow on the John P. Saylor Trail. Continuing down that way where you can see Dave's heading away. What a wonderful spot. Got a great night sky last night. It was quiet. It was like eerily quiet here. There was like no noise from anything. And it was kind of spooky, not gonna lie. But we had a good fire, we had some good fellowship, and a good time overall. So today let's just hit the trail and put some miles on and find our next awesome campsite. So we're kind of starting our day off hiking through these hemlock groves. A bunch of newer growth hemlock trees. Not every trail that you hike and backpack on is going to have all these amazing vistas and waterfalls like some of them. Some of them, it's the more subtle things that you really appreciate. I mean, look at this area around me right now. All these little white puffy things. We've been seeing all these purple flowers. The goldenrods are out. The blueberry bushes are kind of in like a reddish state because fall's approaching. And just look around. This is truly unique, and it's definitely like a different experience. The sun is just glistening off the hemlock trees around me. Alright, so Bill has informed me that these unique plants here are pitcher plants, and somehow they trap bugs inside them. I got a shot inside one of these things and it's full of moths. I don't know how they attract them in there, but there's like a fluid in there, I guess, and it probably kills them. But it's very interesting. So, yeah, I mean, all sorts of unique stuff here in this bog. And, yeah, we're checking all the boxes, right?
Yeah, definitely cool find. I've never seen them with like this stem off of them before. I've seen them like this. That's definitely the largest like cluster I've ever seen of them.
I don't think I've ever seen them, but I don't think I've ever looked for them either. So here we are. So friends, I've been walking through this area here, and it's also familiar to me because I have spent quite a bit of time in this area. But it never really dawned on me that this is such a unique like landscape and the vegetation here, because as much time as I've spent hiking all over the East Coast, I can't put my finger on any other place that I've been that's in any way reminds me of this. So I guess what I'm trying to say is don't take for granted the stuff that's around you close to home, because it is truly special and it is truly unique. And yeah, look at the leaves changing on that maple tree there. The fall is surely on the horizon. If you ever get a chance, you should come check out this John P. Saylor Trail and just take some time to appreciate what's here, because it's definitely unique. Like I said, I haven't seen anything else like this anywhere in our travels. Alright, well, the one last bridge crossing here at the John P. Saylor Trail signifies that we have completed the southern loop. Now our goal is to complete the northern loop, so we're going to head on that direction and on off to Wolf Rocks. So my friends, there's not a whole lot to report on the trail just now. We're just kind of walking up this old fern-covered railroad grade here. But yeah, we're supposed to be headed up in elevation quite a bit, and then it's going to flatten off again. If anyone knows what railroad this would have been that came through here, that'd be awesome to know. Based on the grade of it, it's some sort of logging operation, geared locomotives, because we're going up a pretty steep grade. We'll catch you at the top. So we're continuing to make our way here along the John P. Saylor Loop. There's a stream that runs through here that you could normally get water from, but today it's dry because of the drought. But also, if there was water in the stream, there's a nice campsite here. Dave stayed here before, and so a beautiful spot to camp if you would like. Fire ring and some stone chairs and stuff. But no water, and it's too soon for us, right? So We'll keep on trucking.
Yep and yep.
And as we've just passed that campsite, we're continuing upon this railroad grade, and you can actually see where I was walking, where the railroad ties used to be. And this, of course, here would have been a bridge back in its day. You can see some pretty ornate stonework over there. It always amazes me, the rail infrastructure that we had here in Pennsylvania, particularly for lumbering operations, which is what I imagined that this one was. But yeah, the grade continues just over there. Well, this is a different type of scene. Field of wild blueberries. We're back to Fern City here, but this is actually a really nice section of trail. There is a water source here, although I don't know that I would drink it. Yeah, we're looking for a campsite. We need to find a camp. It's about 2 o'clock though. We got lots of time, but not lots of energy. I think we're just kind of all ready to settle in for the evening. So yeah, we're hoping at the opposite side of this area, maybe there's somewhere we can settle in. Well, my friends, there was no campsite near the bog, and we have walked a good ways past that and re-entered into the hemlock forest, but we have not found anything that looks like an established campsite. So I guess we just keep walking on this never-ending trail and see what happens. There's got to be places to camp around Wolf Rocks, but we didn't really want to walk that far, but maybe we're going to be stuck walking that far. And of course, it wouldn't be hiking in Rocksylvania without rocks. And so far this hike has been devoid of rocks, and so now we're going to head into an area full of rocks, and where rocks are going to become the dominant feature. Getting a little bit of deja vu here, but in all trails we trust, and that's the only way we know we're on the trail. But it was kind of like the Cranberry Wilderness that last day. It looked like this. You had no idea where you were going, and you just get out your phone and follow along with the GPS. Well, the trail has become increasingly hard to follow and increasingly rocky. We talked to some folks and they said there are no campsites, so that's kind of discouraging. But we'll let you know if we find something interesting. We should be getting to the bog trail intersection within the next 5 minutes. And we're hoping, because people did tell us there were campsites along the bog trail, so that might be where we're headed. Alrighty, my friends, we've got camp all set up here. Got the Kelty and the Nemo right next to each other. Dave's down there, and we're cooking some dinner, and we're just gonna have a little bit of fellowship here right beside Wolf Rocks. So yeah, this was the only campsite we could find, but actually we kind of like it. It's just kind of neat being all nestled in here. The sun's coming through. Today I am making this chili mac with beef, so I'm pretty excited about it. And yeah, we'll see how that goes. Should be good. We got the water coming on here, and like I said earlier, when it's cold, this almost empty container of fuel wouldn't heat up the water, but now, like, you can hear it. It's got a good flame to it, and yeah, it just kind of sucks because I've been carrying 2 of them around. Ow, that is hot. Got our water in our package. We're gonna wait 5 minutes, open package, stir, reseal, and let it stand for an additional 4, and then it should be time to eat the chili mac and beef. All right, we're all getting dinner. What's everybody eating here?
I'm having the usual wraps.
Dave likes his wraps.
Well, tonight is pulled pork and fajita chicken.
But will Dave do a wrap for us?
Like,
Yeah.
You might have to at this campsite. We've got graffiti on the rocks over there. I mean, come on.
I got the gastronome chicken Alfredo. Sounds pretty good.
Does it smell good?
Yeah, it smells and looks pretty good, but looks can be deceiving.
Well, let's open up this chili mac, which does smell really good. If y'all had smell-o-vision, y'all would know. Oh, that's definitely chili. That's good though. Well, friends, good morning. It is day 3. We're just breaking down camp here, and then we're gonna go explore the rocks. How did everybody sleep?
Better than the first night for sure. It was a little bit warmer as well. So.
Yes, it definitely is not as cold this morning.
It wasn't as creepily quiet last night. Like we actually had like bugs and stuff making noise.
It was pretty wild out here, that's for sure.
Yeah. A lot of weird.
There was owls and bugs and
weird sounding birds that I've never heard before.
Let's go see if Dave slept good in his spot over here. Good morning, how did you sleep?
Good, really good. Much better than the night before.
Not as cold.
Not as cold. Actual noises. I could hear owls. It was nice.
So we were meant to camp in this spot.
I believe.
Yeah, and I'm just getting a little bit of water going for tea this morning. We're not going to be doing mountain house breakfast because there's no water source here, and so I only have enough water basically for drinking stuff. But that's okay, because we don't have a lot of trailing to do today, so eat when we get home. If I haven't mentioned it already to you, the feature that's been surrounding us all night and for our campfire, this is Wolf Rocks. And this is a place I've been, I don't know, countless times over the years, but it is pretty awesome, and so I've always wanted to bring you here, and so it's awesome that we've gotten to camp. And this is the first time I've ever camped here, which is really cool. I mean, what a beautiful place, other than, of course, the graffiti, but it's actually toned down quite a bit over the years. It used to be way worse. You've seen a lot less rock and a lot more paint about 10-15 years ago. So, but let's climb up to the top and see what we can see. So these rocks are pretty cool because you can explore them from the top and the bottom. Bill's down somewhere under this giant rhododendron. If you can climb up top, as kids we always used to like to climb around up here, but there are some big gaps in the rocks, so like you can't always get from one place to the next, but it's still pretty cool. And then of course you can explore all the cracks and crevices down below. Might even be a new place. I've never came down in this hole before. Pretty unique and interesting. Very interesting with the rhododendrons and stuff growing out of here. And now I gotta figure out how to get out of here. I would guess I'm gonna go out this way. Alright, so one last view of Bill standing on top of the rock. He's king of the mountain. This is pretty neat geological formation, and we've really enjoyed it. It's a shame about all the graffiti. It does kind of ruin things up here, but that's the problem when you've got a spot like this that's like easily accessible, because it's only like a mile or so to a road from here. But I gotta tell you, I really liked our camp spot and really enjoyed our time here. So yeah, what do you say we hit the road, hit the trail, and
yeah, we have an ice cream date.
Yeah, we're going to get some ice cream, I think.
That's like our tradition. After every backpacking trip, we go get ice cream.
Unfortunately, Dave can't go because he's going the opposite direction. We'll invite him anyway. But
we're like a couple of old men.
Yeah. But no, it's been an enjoyable hike. I think we've got 4 miles left maybe to the truck, so let's get it.
What's your go-to ice cream flavor?
Just a twist. Soft serve twist. Friends, as we leave Wolf Rocks, then you can tell that we are in Rocksylvania, and the trail is quite rocky in through here, and then eventually it kind of turns back into a swamp. So usually if you come up here, you're going to end up with some wet feet, but it's not horribly dry. Actually, there was a water source just below Wolf Rocks that is flowing, so if you wanted to camp where we did, you could come down here and get water. Well, my friends, welcome to the Gallitzin State Forest picnic area. This would be a good spot to plan for like a midpoint of your trail. That way you have access to bathrooms and things of that sort. I believe there is water probably here as well. But yeah, we're almost done. We only have about a mile left to go. So we've finished off our last breather. We're hitting the last mile or so of trail. Now, you don't want to follow all trails on this particular section because it's going to take you out on the road and want you to hike on 56. Probably not the best idea. The trail's right here. Now, of course, it's not going to be quiet on the trail either because of the road noise. Maybe 100 yards away, but that's what we got. We're almost there.
Oh boy.
Good to be done, I think.
Yeah. I can never figure out which I'm more excited for, when I'm at the start of a trail or when we finish the trail.
Well, we've made it back to the trucks and we're just going to wrap things up real quick here. Really appreciate being invited onto this John P. Saylor Trail adventure. Dave, from Day Hike Dave, you need to make sure you check out his channel. Video should be posted a couple months or so ago. And Bill, you might not see his video on this for several months, but you should check out his channel anyway because he's got all sorts of awesome stuff from other places, Pennsylvania and beyond. And so both of these guys are some great friends. We had a great time hanging out together. Real quick, Dave, what was the best part of this whole adventure?
Wow. Well, besides the camaraderie, all of us getting together, we always have a good time. But outside of that, I enjoyed our first night at the shelter camp. I don't know, it was just a great camp night.
Good campsite.
Yeah.
Bill, what do you got? What was your favorite part of this adventure?
You know what? I really had my hesitations about camping where we were last night, but whenever the sun set, I felt like we were a couple cowboys like camping in the rocks, so that was cool. But Dave's Q&A session was a blast as well. The bog, the pitcher plants, had a little bit of everything. We had our challenges though. You know, it's crazy weeds and whatnot along the way. The water sources and camping and whatnot. We had our challenges for sure, but
Yeah.
couldn't ask for two better guys to do it with, right?
Yeah, good trail and good time, and so yeah, we will see you all in a few short weeks or a few short days or something with another video from somewhere. I'm not quite sure yet, so we'll see you later.